And leading off today's show, August the 9th, a Mindfulness for Creatives event is going to take place. And joining us to share what we can expect, we have the event leader, Daniel Ryan, and event host, Annika Howell. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Hi, Dr. Bob.
All right. Breathe in. Breathe out. I had a chiropractor that sounded just like that. Breathe in, breathe.
You do it well yourself.
Yes. So tell us about some of the wonderful things that you guys are doing and how you're serving our community.
You want to start?
Sure. So Mindfulness for Creatives is a monthly event that we host on the second Tuesday of the month. And we bring together the creative professionals who need to press the restart button. We teach them mindfulness and meditation practices, and our lovely leader, Daniel, does the guided meditation.
All right. Who are these creative professionals?
They're professionals from all over New York City that come from all walks of life. And they really begin with Annika's network and my network as well, but in the last 6 months that we've been actively doing this around the city, the community has grown and changed, and it's as diverse as the city offers, which we absolutely love.
I can see that as a TV show or some sort of publication.
Sure.
Annika's network.
Well,
You gonna use it?
Yeah, we could use it, yeah. Well, I'm a photo producer, and so a lot of the individuals that are in my network are in the advertising world, or are writers, or photographers, stylists, makeup artists. But the beauty of this event is that we are all creative. This is for every individual who has any creativity that they want to tap into. And if you think about it, each of us has creativity within us.
Sure.
And sometimes the busyness of New York City doesn't allow us to tap into that, and we have to find a way to calm our minds.
It's within. How do you bring it out?
Yeah.
So this event is going to take place when?
The next one is Tuesday, August 9th at 6:30 in Washington Square Park.
Oh,
In the evening, we'll be doing it
okay.
outdoors.
Yeah.
Since it's beautiful out, it's summertime, we want to take advantage of the park.
Are you going to get right under the arc there?
We got a nice spot under the trees where we set
Oh,
up
yeah?
some picnic
We
blankets.
do.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
great,
we're in the
great.
Northwest Quadrant. And on our Facebook page, Mindfulness for Creatives, people can subscribe, and they can also register and reserve their spots.
Mindfulness for creatives. People just hearing that for the first time. When they come down on Tuesday, what do they expect? What should they expect to see or do, or
Come
how do they
to
participate?
Yeah, expect a welcoming, warm vibe. Annika and I will be there with a group of people. We'll be talking a little bit at first, a little bit of discussion about anything that's on anyone's mind. We'll be talking about the meditation.
So
that
open
we do.
discussion, just
Oh, absolutely.
let it out.
Yeah, absolutely. We do like to have a very open and just informal, flowing conversation. We really want the feedback of the community. We want to know what's important to people, what challenges they're facing. One thing that we've seen consistently is the conversation that's fostered within creates communal support, as it naturally will. So we want to hear what the people we're working with are struggling with or would like to talk about, so we can address it.
Is there one thing that people are most concerned with within that group, or within a group that you're
I think
you're
every
dealing with?
month we try to focus on a different theme, and the flow of the event is such that we gather around, some of us who are repeat visitors. There's a little bit of social time the first hour, half hour or so, and then we do a guided meditation that Daniel leads for about 20 minutes. And that meditation every month has a different theme. Sometimes it's gratitude and appreciation. And then
We need to show
afterwards,
more of that.
absolutely,
yes.
so beautiful. And then afterwards, people are invited to share their experiences.
Yes.
And we also will do a couple of other different exercises that people can then take away and use in their daily life and their daily practice. And then afterwards, inevitably, people socialize, and there have been some really beautiful connections that have happened.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow. So what do people get out of it? What are some of those connections that they experience?
Well, the relationships that people form at the meetings themselves, and then besides that, the tools that Annika was mentioning, the resources, we do try to offer people exercises that they can take with them on top of the meditation itself. We are advocates for meditation, but also recognize that it's a tool that's available, and not every job will be right for that tool. Some people will respond to meditation, some people will respond to something different, so there's no right or wrong. But we try to offer people different exercises and resources that they can turn to that aren't just meditation, but can
Do you
include mindfulness.
recommend that they come within into the subconscious world at least maybe a few times a week? What do you recommend for that?
I certainly recommend that one does do that, but that can be achieved in so many different ways. I think that that can be touched during exercise, while cooking, while walking, while commuting, while meditating. I see people meditating on the subway all the time. And whenever I see that, it motivates me to do it. I'll usually shut my eyes and take a few deep breaths and just go within for a moment. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's naturally recharging. It's naturally restorative. You know, so I think, yes, I do recommend that people do that, but there's infinite ways to get there. Meditation is certainly just one of them, but it's a very powerful one.
I was going to ask you if we had enough time to give us an example of one of those sessions, just a brief maybe synopsis of it, or you can't be brief.
Well, I tell you what, I mean, it's all happening right now.
It's happening right now.
All we need to do is
I
feel
thought
the chair
something was
beneath
going
us.
on.
That's right. Take a deep breath, feel it in our lungs.
Okay.
Just know we're alive and know that we're here. That's all we need to do. Treat each other well, you know.
All right, give us the instruction.
Take a deep breath
Take
in.
a deep breath, everybody. Follow with it. At home.
And exhale. And just let the attention rest with your senses. Notice the clothing on the skin, the play of air in the room, the sound and tone of my voice and any other sounds around us. Just be with that.
And now while we're in that state, where do we meet you? Tell us, give us the rest of it.
We're already there. There's no place to go. We're already here.
August the 9th.
August 9th, Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. in Washington Square Park in the Northwestern Quadrant.
Look for the yellow balloons. We'll be there.
That's right.
Follow the yellow balloons. Follow the yellow balloons. Okay, is there a website also? Where we
Yes, there is mindfulnessforcreatives.com, as well as a Facebook page, Mindfulness for Creatives.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel so tranquil right now.
We're so happy to hear that.
Tranquility.
Come join us.
One of the most melodic words in the English dictionary. It feels so good. We'll meet you there.
Look forward to seeing you.
Okay, where do we go again? What's the website?
Mindfulnessforcreatives.com.
Annika and Daniel, give them a big round of applause, everybody. And at home, thank you so much. Thank you guys for coming in.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I think we want to come down and be a part of it. I just felt that right here. You know, that's a good feeling.
Look forward to it.
We got to take a quick break right here, but when we return, we'll take a look at an event filled with music, learning, empowerment, and more next.